is the next dish?
Excuse me? One of Paul McCartney's favorite dishes.
Breakfast of champions.
Exquisite. This is tofu, guys.
Oh, sexy.
Veganism has come a long way.
Today we're here to try each other's tofu dishes. We're going to rate them out of 10 and the person with the highest score will be the winner.
Hi, I'm Sina. I run Nutty, a gluten-free and mostly vegan bakery and cafe here in Sydney.
G'day, my name's Scott. I'm the executive chef of Flav, which is a new plant-based restaurant in Bondi Beach. We do burgers, bowls, food from all over the world.
Hey, I'm Liz. I'm a food blogger and recipe developer. I cook delicious vegan and plant-based recipes and post them all over social media.
I love tofu.
It's nostalgic for me.
It's simple, it's cheap, you can use it in sweet, in savoury, across all different cuisines.
It's like a blank canvas, so it's really all in the marinade. It is a way for the future, being cruelty-free, of course, and it's really rewarding to also show people how tasty it is.
I am ready to try some tofu.
Today I'm going to be making a Japanese tuna burger, and I'm going to be making tuna from tofu. Being on tour with Paul McCartney 2011, and he asked me to recreate a sushi buffet for 300 people. So that's when I first designed the tuna made out of tofu. All right, first up we're going to dice our firm tofu, about 1/2 centimetre in size. Then we're going to marinate the tofu and tomato with a mix of water, ground nori, sesame oil, Hungarian paprika, kombu, soy sauce, beetroot powder, and this is going to give it the colour and flavour of tuna. We're adding our tomatoes, we're going to mix it together. We're going to leave it for 24 hours to marinate in the fridge. So now we're going to make our tofu tuna mousse. Add tofu to the blender. We're going to add some lemon juice, some of our tomato marinade. We're going to add a bit more beetroot powder and a bit more Hungarian paprika, some wasabi aioli, some sriracha. We're going to blend that until it's smooth and bright pink like tuna. Put it into a bowl, and then we're going to combine it with the marinated tofu and tomato concasse. Now to finish off, we're going to add diced jalapeno, some lemon zest, totagashi seasoning, chives, and fold that through. Next, we're going to shallow fry our edamame sushi rice patty until it's nice and golden brown on each side. It's about 2.5 minutes. We've got a nice toasted charcoal bun. So we've got red cabbage that's dressed in a bit of ponzu. We've got the rice patty on top. Next up, we've got the tuna tofu tartare. Then we're adding some smashed avo to the top of the bun. We've got some wasabi aioli, some seaweed salad, pickled ginger. Then I've made a resembled salmon skin. So this is basically a piece of nori and cut in a triangle, put into a gluten-free tempura batter, deep fried and coated with some totagashi seasoning on top. It's pretty tasty. We're ready to rock. It's time for a party in your mouth.
Excuse me?
It looks amazing.
Look at the size of this burger.
Burger.
I like that this chef has stepped out of the box and used a charcoal bun. Activated charcoal doesn't really have a flavour, but it does give great aesthetics to a dish.
The smell reminds me of a sushi restaurant.
I've heard a rumor that this is a tofu tuna burger, and I've also heard that it is one of Paul McCartney's favorite dishes. I don't like the smell or the taste of fish, so I'm a little bit nervous about trying this.
Excuse me while I tie up my hair. Okay, now I'm ready for my burger eating.
Wow, there's so much texture. I don't even care how much sauce I have on my face.
There's crispy from the patty. There's like creaminess from the avocado sauce, crunchy, crispy from the nori.
Thank you so much.
It's messy, but it's delicious.
Thank you, sir.
This burger is probably the quirkiest burger I've ever tasted. Oh, goodness.
Definitely doesn't really taste like tofu.
Reminds me of going out for sushi, but just in a really, really naughty way. Just the right amount of fishy for me.
When I look at this burger, I'm not like, wow, the tofu's the best bit. It's definitely the patty, the nori. It's not the main character, you know what I mean? It's like a side character. It's the best friend. I think I would give this a solid 8.5 as a tofu dish, okay?
I didn't really know where the tofu was, but now I've seen it and I've tried it. I'm fully addicted. I love it. I'm giving it a 9 out of 10.
A very well-rounded taste experience. I'll rate this a straight 10 out of 10.
So the dish that I'm cooking for everyone today is KFT. That is right, Kentucky Fried Tofu. So the first step for my KFT today is to break that tofu into chunks. We want nugget-sized chunks so that you can really bite into them. To make our spice mix, we need some flour, some thyme, oregano, onion salt, garlic salt, paprika, black pepper, some salt. Mix it all together, and that's what we're dusting our tofu with. Then we're going to dip those pieces into nutritional yeast, put it through some barbecue sauce, then dust it with our flour and spice mix, and then we are going to deep fry them in really hot oil until crispy and crunchy. I'll be serving my delicious KFT today with a homemade chipotle aioli, which is just mayonnaise, chipotle peppers, lime juice, garlic and salt, along with a really vibrant, zesty apple slaw. Bon appetit!
I am seeing a plate of delicious goodness in front of me.
I love fried anything, and I feel like tofu is going to be the star of this dish.
Hoping for some nice smooth texture on the inside.
This is it, baby.
Crispy on the outside, not dry in the middle. Nice texture.
Even without the sauce, it's already really flavoursome. You wouldn't believe it's vegan. I'm gonna be the only one today that doesn't stop eating.
So much flavour, it's not overly seasoned. I think anyone would like this.
Yeah, spice coming through on the aioli, then we've got the crunchy slaw. Breakfast of champions.
You do need the slaw to break it up because it is slightly spicy and a little bit rich.
If this was available at every pub, I would be getting it every time. Pub owners, take note.
I mean, I love my spice, so I could, go a little bit spicier, but no, I think it's well balanced. I think that apple through the slaw is really nice as well. Let's go 9. Yeah.
Tofu was a star, which was important for me. It's a 10. It's a 10.
I would probably give a tiny hint more acidity to the slaw just to break it up a little bit. Both the batter and the sauce are quite rich in spices. I'll give it 8 out of 10.
So today I'm making 3-minute tofu, which can be 10-minute tofu depending on if you want to make chili oil or not. So it's a cold tofu dish, and I ate this a lot when I was growing up, and I eat this a lot now because when things are hectic, I still need something nourishing. It's just so good. So for 3-minute tofu, what you want to do is get silken tofu. I like the one in a tube because it cuts into really nice circles. You're going to squeeze the silken tofu out onto a plate, and then you're going to chop it up into little circles. Shimmy them out so they're in a nice pattern. Looks lovely. Then you're just going to drizzle on some soy sauce. We're going to go in with some sesame oil. Then we're going to do some chili oil, and you can use store-bought, but today I'm making my own, and here's how you do that. So into a pretty large bowl, you're going to put some Korean red pepper flakes, some bay leaves, some star anise, sesame seeds, ground Sichuan peppercorns, salt, and some Chinese spice. Just give that a little mix. Next, we're going to heat up some oil, and it's pretty imperative that it is a high heat oil, something like sunflower or vegetable oil. You add a large slice of ginger, and once that goes golden and crispy, you know your oil is ready to go. We're going to fish out the ginger, and then we're going to pour that hot oil all over the spices. So when the oil goes in, it's going to be all bubbly and hot. Be careful. You can stir it with some long chopsticks, but you don't want to touch it too soon. Once it cools down, you can transfer it to a jar. And back to our tofu. Okay, we're going to garnish with some fried shallots, some spring onion, and some toasted sesame seeds. And it's good to go. Yes, sir!
Wow, oh my God, this is looking absolutely delicious. I think we've got some silken tofu here.
Oh my God, it is saucy, it is moist, it looks sexy.
My kind of dish. I love crispy shallots for that texture.
We have a little bowl of rice to go with it. The bounce test. It's soft, it's like custard.
Hopefully you've got some
A
kick
little
to
bit
it.
of rice.
Yum.
It just melts away in your mouth, and it's got the right amount of spice and kick. It is so delicious.
You've got the crunch from the crispy shallots, you've got the fresh green shallots on top, and a nice kick from chili oil.
It's really soft and velvety and buttery in my mouth.
Things don't have to be complicated to be amazingly delicious, and everything is just perfectly executed in its own simplicity.
It's cool, it's fresh, it's vibrant, it's salty.
Tastes super clean as well. Easily prepare it at home. I love my chili, I could go a little bit hotter. Solid 9, yeah.
It's just really refreshing. I'm gonna give it 9 out of 10. Shit, I'm gonna eat this for lunch.
So what I'm really impressed by about this dish is the homemade chili oil. It's infused with so much flavor, and it's absolutely delicious.
You've totally stopped saying divine.
Have I?
Yeah.
My subconscious. Maybe I'll stick a little divine in there for you.
Yeah, for the fans, the true
Yeah.
fans.
All round, this simple dish was absolutely divine. And for that reason, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10.
So that might come as a surprise, but I've actually made New York cheesecake from tofu. The recipe actually uses 2 different kinds of tofu in it, silken tofu and a tofu-based cream cheese. So to start off, we make the crust of the cheesecake. I've used today a vegan and gluten-free Scotch finger, and then add our melted vegan butter and a little bit of sugar to it. Give it a good stir, and then we press it gently into the cake pan. So once we've pressed the crust into our cake mold, we just bake that for about 7 or 8 minutes to just get it slightly crunchy. To make the cheesecake filling, we add our coconut cream and vegan cream cheese, silken tofu into the blender. Blend it until it's smooth. We fill our cream cheese mixture into a bowl and then gently stir in the cornstarch, the icing sugar, lemon juice and vanilla until everything is smooth and combined. Once your filling is ready, you take your crust out of the oven and gently pour the filling into the cheesecake pan. The cheesecake gets baked in a bain-marie, so you place it in the bain-marie and then it gets baked for 1 hour and 40 minutes at 150 degrees and will be slightly steamed. The next day, your cheesecake will be ready to get cut and decorated with fresh fruit, cream, or however you would like to eat it. Hope you guys enjoy.
Oh my god, this is beautiful. This is luxe.
Yeah, I love all the edible flowers and berries, coulis.
I have never tried a tofu dessert, so I'm so excited to tuck in.
Nice base.
Oh my goodness.
That is exquisite.
Super smooth consistency on the cheesecake.
It doesn't taste like tofu at all. It's creamy. The texture's kind of like a really fluffy ricotta.
I would eat that for my birthday, for Christmas, for Easter, any day of the week.
There's a nice bit of colour on top, and caramelisation.
It would be the perfect vehicle for so many flavors. You could do a mango and passion fruit cheesecake, chocolate cheesecake. The options are endless.
Sorry, I'm really smashing this cheesecake. This is tofu, guys. That's tofu.
Yeah, this is delicious. At least 9, yeah, for sure.
I am going to rate it a 10 out of 10.
Can I give it a 10? Are people being ruthless? I think I would give this a 10.
So the winner of the best tofu dish today is the cheesecake.
No way, I can't believe this, because the competition was so strong today. Woo!
People just respond to my Instagram stories with divine.
No, who does that?
I'm not joking. It's probably happened like 10 times now.